Hello and welcome to the Real Play episode of Torg Eternity Day 1. Tonight we are playing the Cyberpapacy Day 1 adventure. And with this, we have a group of heroes in France, in the city of Orange. And why don't I turn it over to the players so that way they can introduce who they are playing tonight of the pre-generated characters for Day 1. So why don't we go ahead and start with Mr. Shantz.
All right. Okay, so I go by the name of Harlequin. Camera's over there.
Yeah, camera's back over there.
Okay. Yeah. Got a couple of stolen watches in my pockets. Not much else. But yeah, staying one step ahead of the hitman, as Aladdin would say. And if they catch me, I'm going home. So don't want to do that.
Who wants to go next?
I will.
Okay.
I was going to go first, but then you... My name is Marivelle. That's my nickname, I guess. Because my real name's Mandel Monet.
Monet.
And I'm the backup operator on the train line. And... Okay, I've been working there for a really long time, and they just will not promote me. I deserve the raise. I don't call off. I'm there all the time. And anyway, got laid over in Orange. I don't do French. I was supposed to stop at Avignon. But my heart has been swept away. Adrian, we met, and there was fireworks and explosions of love, and this was like destiny waiting to happen. I don't even care that we've changed plans and I'm hanging out here in Orange for a bit and not going on, because you know what? I deserve that raise, but love is divine. And Adrian, he's dreamy. If only you could see the way he looks at me and the way our eyes met across the room. It was love at first sight. That's the only thing you can say.
All right. And my wife claims she's not a role player. Who's next?
That's a radio star.
We're down to Dicker.
All right. I am playing Camilla.
Turn the mic towards you.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Playing Camilla. She's a bit of a notorious past, but she's retired, quite wealthy. I am devoted to my one child, Darcy, who's spending an important amount of time with a man named Harlequin. And I've got a pretty good idea that he's in trouble, and maybe here too. So, got my eye on you, boy.
All right, tonight I'll be playing Ariel Favreau. She's well known as the town's resident Wiccan. It's using in air quotes there. She's well liked and owns a corner shop where she sells a bunch of fur candles and trinkets and stuff like that. You know, typical woo-woo juju shop. Shop's closed today because her and her lover Rain were supposed to have a date, but they completely ghosted her.
They?
Yep.
Okay, doesn't specify.
Doesn't specify.
The spelling and French means, ends with an E, so it would definitely be a female.
Yeah.
Rain is a female. Darcy, I believe, would be a male, and Adrian is also a male.
Okay.
All right, so all of you are here, and you all do know each other.
We
And
do?
Yes. You do all know each other because the NPCs who you're tied to all know each other. and you just kind of acquaintances more than anything. You are either residents or visitors in the French city of Orange. It's just a quick description of the town. It's a quiet, rural population of about 30,000 folks. It's an old city that has narrow streets with restored facades, giving kind of an impression of an old-fashioned village. Most notably, there are several ancient Roman structures remaining, including a triumphal arch, as well as a large restored amphitheater. The tourist destination, Avignon, known for its palace cathedral, lies about 30 kilometers to the south. A little bit of history about Avignon. It was tied to the alternate Vatican during a historical schism in the Roman Catholic Church. The skies in that direction are dark and stormy today. Strange lightning flashes and threatening winds are blowing through the streets of Orange in gusts. The air itself feels charged with electricity. Now, this strange weather, as well as some of the events that have been going on in the world, has made kind of the mood in Orange nervous. The storm itself looks strong enough to cause problems, but what's really set people on edge was the prophecy of a strange priest who passed through town about a month ago, making wild proclamations about the end of the world. Most of what he said sounded like lunacy. He spoke of dragons, demons, and nightmares that would appear to punish the world for its hubris. All this devastation would be preceded by a terrible, unnatural storm. No one really believed his ravings at the time, and he was gossip of the town for weeks. However, starting late last night, there were sporadic power outages. Internet and mobile phone services have been down for hours. Things happen, but the strange storm to the south has reminded the townsfolk of the priest's words, and it kind of has everyone on edge. Although no one seems really ready to admit it. Adrian, Darcy, and Rain all rushed into town earlier in the morning to run errands and grab some supplies before the storm had arrived. You guys are in town looking for your overdue loved ones, and you all just met up with one another to trade updates. No one has spotted anything so far, and phone service is still down. And as you guys are all standing in kind of like street corner,
Really good.
The ground suddenly shudders slightly, and you feel almost what you would describe as a palpable wave of energy passing through you. All of your cell phones chirp and suddenly have signal again. But as you look at your phones, the screens are locked with a message that reads, "Upgrade in progress, GodNet installing," and a swiftly filling progress bar underneath it. Once the install completes, the phones reconnect and a new scroll appears on the display with messages such as "Remain calm" and "Emergency town hall happening at the Roman Park." Everybody, go ahead and draw a Cyberpapacy
Cosmic card, we all have one. Nick passed them out already.
Okay.
Okay, off topic slightly. Did you put all the cards back in?
Yes.
Okay, so I can see there's like a whole deck there instead of like
a whole Destiny deck there.
we were playing with like 12 cards and there were 8 of us.
Okay, let's see. It doesn't say I have a mobile phone on my sheet, so should we assume I don't have one then?
Yeah, if you don't have it on your sheet, then.
Okay.
I have a mobile phone and it's been updated.
Indeed.
And there's
something called the GodNet was installed.
I mean, probably should listen to it.
Are my watches running the GodNet?
No.
Okay.
I say Ariel's not feeling too great about this. She's gonna power off her phone.
Okay. As you guys are checking out your phones and kind of looking around, and you notice other people seem puzzled as well by their phones, this strange blue, semi-transparent bird flies down
How
the
big?
street, probably about 3 or 4 meters off the ground.
No, how big of a bird?
About the size of a seagull. And as it's flying down the street, a trumpet sounds from it. and a clear voice emanates from it.
From it?
Yes. And all of your phones that are still powered up also broadcast the voice loudly, and everything is like perfectly synchronized. Peace be with you. An emergency meeting is occurring right now at the Roman Park. Please proceed there immediately in an orderly fashion. Do not fear. Salvation is at hand.
Yeah. I shut my phone off right after that happened.
You guys do notice that everywhere around you, most of the townsfolk kind of dazedly starts heading towards the park. Most of them seem confused and concerned.
Well,
We need to find Adrian.
we need to find Rain, and
And Darcy,
yeah, they'll probably
not you.
head towards the where everybody else is going.
See if they're there.
Yep.
And I'm going to look for a tall building around
Oops.
here. If someone says proceed this way, there's no reason to be scared.
All
I
right.
proceed the exact opposite way.
Let me pull.
I don't. I feel like I'm a
See.
follower.
We have
But you'll do anything for love.
Dilla.
But I won't do that.
We don't have this one.
Great. I'm hungry for meatloaf.
That's Harley Quinn. We've got Chloe.
Okay, those trees are very star-shaped.
No, like maybe it's a topiary.
Or maybe they transformed when the wave of energy hit. Maybe they're
Who was it that we didn't have again?
We don't
don't have
have Chloe
Chloe.
Beaumont, and we don't have Theo Tenalian.
I feel like it's going to be really tough with just 4 of us.
Nope.
remember everything scales,
The beauty of Torg is everything scales off the number of players.
just like Pathfinder 2.
Like what?
Pathfinder 2nd Edition. All right. All right, so,
I'm assuming I'm the A.
yep. Ben would be the H, which would be,
I'm having a hard time
This one?
letters on there. I'm sorry.
this one is Cheryl.
Which one? I'm
and
sorry.
The M.
This one.
Okay.
And this one is Joe. No, I think I got those. Yeah, no, I got those right. Ariel is the A.
You move me back closer to the entryway here. 'cause
Actually, I got the wrong character. Which character were you, Joe?
Camille.
Camille? No, I got that right. Okay. All right. So as you guys enter the park, you do see. Move this up. Standing up there at the far end of the park, the park is crowded with people. After you arrive, you got the huge stone arch there in the background with the Roman theater behind it. And there are 3, or the stone backdrop or the stone arch is covered with a bright 3D holographic projection. The largest in the center, the largest 3D holographic projection in the center is a giant copy of the strange priest that you see standing on the stage. And his amplified voice is booming from the screens, as well as you now see multiple of those strange blue semi-translucent birds kind of just hovering around.
Are they real?
None of this seems strange to us, like these translucent birds and everything
It
else.
seems very strange.
Why is
So there's a big giant projector, like holographic 3D
Yep.
thing.
As you're looking at the birds, you can
Here,
make a
pass that-
science check.
Pass that to James. Would that meet the requirement?
That would only affect one of them.
Are you trying to cause chaos for them or for us?
We'll do the big hollow projector right in the center, if it meets the requirement.
I would say probably not, because you're not sure where it's coming from.
Okay.
You don't see the actual device.
Alrighty.
Around the priest. Oh, sorry, you were looking at the holograms, Cheryl. Do you have science?
No,
Okay. They just look.
but I
odd.
can do lock picking
That won't
and
help
driving
in this
vehicles.
Yep, I got no idea.
Yeah, because this one's not one that can default, can it?
No, not on this instance. So around the priest, there's some other holographic screens that are showing images and headlines of the disasters going on around the world. Some sort of natural disaster in North America, dragons over England, complete communications blackout from the Indian Peninsula or Indian subcontinent. Some form of demons fighting the Russians in Moscow, and apparently there's some sort of a virus running rampant in Southeast Asia, especially in Japan. And of all things, there's an Amatist, the Egyptian religion, revival going on in Egypt. The priest himself, as he's standing there, his eyes are covered with a metallic visor. He's wearing rich robes of black and red and carries a long staff crisscrossed with wires and circuitry. A glowing crucifix rotates at the top of the staff. And as you guys enter the park, he's already speaking to the crowd. Elsewhere in the world, nations are being punished for their hubris and lack of faith. Demons ravaged Europe last night and still ravage Russia. In contrast, Cyberpope Jean Malraux's arrival here is a blessing, a boon awarded for France's piety and advanced philosophy. The Cyberpapacy has come to shield France from the evils around them, as we soon hope to shield all of Europe. As you guys are looking up near the stage, you see just off to the side, there is off to this side over here. You guys do see a bus, and it looks like some these guys up here that are armored. They appear to be wearing like some sort of futuristic-looking armor. Think Judge Dreddish in the appearance.
Yeah, I've never seen Judge Dredd.
I can't think of anything else.
Iron Man Mach 1 armor, the cave.
Yeah, that would be very.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be Mark 1. It would be more Mark like 3 or 4. But the bottom part of their face is exposed. They do from the helmet. The armor does have a large crucifix on it, and you can see it more clearly that you couldn't see with the glowing crucifix as much. But it looks like the crucifix is just covered in circuitry. And you notice that some of them are herding people onto a bus. And as you guys are watching that, and the bus itself is hovering. As you guys are watching that, the priest continues and gestures grandly towards the bus. Unfortunately, due to the harshness of our world being torn asunder by these evil raiders, people may need upgrades to survive. If you experience pain in your limbs, headaches, or even blindness, speak to a priest or the church police. We'll transport you to the central hospital for the needed upgrades. Now, do not worry about any expense. All upgrades in zones under the Cyberpapacy's protection are completely free. This is Cyberpope Malraux's doctrine. To each, the deserved. From each, the possible. He grows somber for a moment, pauses before he proceeds. Finally, a warning. Demons are real, and the humans who worship and draw power from them, witches, are also real.
I'm going to take my necklace and tuck it inside my shirt.
They walk among you, spreading poison and lies. If you see or hear a witch practicing magic or pagan worship, report them immediately to the church police for the continued safety of the entire community. And at this point, an image of Ariel's shot, as well as her face, appears on the screen.
Me.
Nick's character.
Yep.
The crowd gasps, and some immediately begin to denounce her, and others shout back that she's been a fine member of the community her entire life.
I'll move up to stand in front of her.
Okay. Oops. So you're going to move up to stand in front of her.
Kind of
I
try and
am
block
currently
people's
looking
view.
for Darcy.
All right, go ahead and make a find check.
Let's see, that defaults to mind.
Yep.
All right, come on, dice. Let's see, 16 on the dice plus 3, so 13 in total.
13 in total. As you're looking, you don't see Darcy anywhere.
Okay, good.
As the crowd starts to get rowdy, the church police up front launch tear gas into the crowd, and you guys hear the jackbooted marching.
I turned to Andrew like, I think it's time to go.
I would agree.
Leyron.
Hmm?
It's time for Leyron.
And as you look towards the entrance, you see 4 more church police entering with their eyes set on Ariel.
Not happening.
All right. I am going to add the tear gas that quickly spreads.
Apparently these people have never seen movies on Earth because they would know that this just wouldn't work. They've seen too many movies.
All right. Effects.
You mean they're taking off too many bad guy tropes?
Way too many tropes in this one. I mean, this is like V all over again.
Yep. That's the whole system. There's a lot of tropes.
It's just like, this is like V. We don't want anything from you. We want to give you all this scientific knowledge. While we steal all your air, your water, or turn you into a food source. Or a reptilian unhinging jaws.
All right. So I'm adding the fog of the tear gas.
Well, they gassed the whole area.
Yep.
I'm sure their armor protects them, though.
Yep. All of them are wearing masks. All right.
I'll grab Ariel by the
Change
hand so
capacity.
we don't get lost.
And lock that in place.
Jackbooted authority.
All right. So as the tear gas is spreading around everybody, gosh, guys. All right. All right, so everybody is going to be stymied as long as the tear gas is going on, or until you find a way to protect yourself. Scene is standard. You see 4 church police blocking your exit. They do appear to be making their way towards you. All of them are drawing what appear to be truncheons. And as they draw them, they flip a switch and all the truncheons just cackle with electricity.
Start the times.
This guy, right up here in the front, he has, as well as the truncheon, he's got what appears to be a shield that also cackles with electricity. Going into the first round,
Sounds like something I might want.
Villains are going to go first. Heroes are going to go second. Approved actions are intimidate and maneuver. So the church police are going to go first. And this guy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually, no, 5. He appears to be going after the witch.
How can he see her? Like,
They're wearing, they're
They're
put
cyber,
up gas masks and they have helmets that protect their eyes.
and they probably
it's
have
foggy.
infrared.
Yes, it is foggy.
and like,
They can see through it. Just accept it. And
Their equipment allows them to see through it.
think Iron Man's mask. They
Thermal
probably-
imaging, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
and this is a crowded place. I'm assuming this isn't the exact number of people. This is just a representation.
This is just our representation.
So there's probably more people around us also.
Yep, they pushed right through them though.
They had her scoped out before they dropped the tear gas. They knew who they were looking for.
All right, that one's moving up. Going to check their speed.
Hate when he cheats.
I don't cheat.
And you shuffled the deck. So heroes go second every time with a disadvantage.
Oh, with a down condition.
Yeah.
Where you roll a die and subtract it from your die.
There we go.
All right. So they're doing the mini
You
on
can use
one.
it anytime.
There's a +2,
Missed.
8.
It was in the right direction.
Minus.
So you can't use them anytime since we're in actions now.
Well, no, the Cosm card you can.
Oh, the right.
No, you can use the Cosmic card.
Yeah, because we are
Oh,
in the land now.
All right. -2 +3. All right. What is Ariel's melee defense?
Melee defense is 8.
All right. So they do hit her. She is going to take.
They hit me with their batons and all that stuff.
Yep. She is going to take 11 damage. It's going to be non-lethal but painful. So, what is her toughness?
Total toughness is 6, so it's going to be 5.
So 5 result points. Because it's non-lethal, the wound goes away, but she gains an extra couple of shock. So that's 5 shock.
Oof.
it's one of these right here.
Yep.
And that was
I've
that.
never been in charge of this before.
Now it's the hero's turn. Who is going to go first? And what are you going to do?
I know her, right? It's not
Yes.
just like, okay. I don't like that these guys are picking on my
Friend?
female friend, right? You're female?
Yep.
So
Except for him.
I am going to. Do I have tools in my tool belt?
Mhm.
Can I pull out a hammer from my tool belt?
Yeah, I would
If
say
you had a hammer?
you could
I'd hammer in the morning.
grab a hammer out of your tool belt.
Might hammer in the evening too.
It'll do
All
strength
over the
plus
house?
1 damage.
Okay.
And don't forget you are I believe it's
Minus
Barry
2.
Steiner. Let me double check.
Okay. I don't remember how to play this game.
Neither do I.
All right,
Sure.
so
I roll
roll.
a d20.
Minus 2.
What'd you get?
A 2.
So that's minus 8,
Okay.
and then you're minus 2 from being stymied, so it's minus 10 total.
Okay. And that's on my what?
Melee weapons.
Top. In the middle.
I got a 0.
That is going to be a miss.
Hey, it's not a fail though.
All right.
Hey, I did an action though, right?
You did an action. You
Oh,
did a
what were
card.
the approved actions?
Intimidate and maneuver.
Oh.
But it wasn't approved yet.
So
Means
if
get to draw
you-
a card if you do it.
If you succeed at an approved action, you get to draw a card from the deck and add it to your hand,
If you do an action, you get to put a card into your pool.
which is face up on the table. All right. Who wishes to go next?
So can maneuver be used to like do a mass yoink?
That actually is covered specifically. That is a called shot with a -4 unarmed combat.
Okay.
-6 in this thing.
Okay, I am going to then surreptitiously trip one of these guys to make him vulnerable.
So okay, so you're gonna
Maneuver.
maneuver. Which one are you going after?
Let's see. Where am I in this?
You are this guy.
Okay, I guess I'll step around behind him and then do it.
All right. What, Cheryl?
I'm just a train conductor, so would attacking with my hammer be like a...
Actually, yes, that was a moment of crisis because you're attacking a well-armed and armored person. You get to flip your sheet.
Thanks.
Don't forget to grab your
As-
possibilities.
How many
Do
do I
you?
get? 4?
Alright.
3.
Alright.
I don't.
You get to use special extra powers.
Okay, maneuver. Here goes nothing. 18 on the die
Ooh,
is
nice.
plus 5. On to my maneuver of 11 is 16. Minus 2 for the stymie is 13.
Okay.
Or
And the called
14.
shot. Oh no, never mind. You're tripping now.
He's he's tripping.
They-
All right, so it's maneuver versus maneuver.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. What gives us 4?
Prodigy.
I have Prodigy.
Oh,
So you get a 4th one. Nope. Sorry, please. All right, so you had a 14 or a 13
14.
14?
Total.
versus their maneuver,
What's a test to stoke?
which defaults to Dex. All right, so
damage.
that is a difference of 6, which is a good result, making it very stymied,
For very
or
vulnerable.
very vulnerable.
Yay.
So his defenses are down 4 points.
So it makes it a lot easier to do stuff to him now.
Such as a mask yoink.
A what?
Stealing away mask. Or whatever you want.
Yeah.
And there is
All right.
you get to go whenever you want.
Well, you guys choose which order
Yep.
you go.
I'm gonna go last.
All right, zoom in here
Yeah.
so you guys can work clearly.
Stab him next round.
All
Oh,
right,
I see letters now. Am I M?
you are
No.
indeed. All right,
Oh, then why did you move her instead of Ben?
that is correct.
Because you can't see the letters either.
He has laser eyes.
I got glasses that are 2 years old and eyes that are 3 years out of whack. So.
All right, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try and steal the mask on the guy that's down.
Moving around to get to the guy who's in a bad position.
Yeah.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be an unarmed combat. You're going to be at a total of -6 to the value. Now, in Torg, the die roll is never modified by anything but the expenditure of a possibility. Go ahead and flip your sheet. That'll give you your new powers. Yes, it actually says I let you guys go early because these are tough fights. You're going to need your possibilities.
You didn't even remember that I was supposed to go.
Alright, so supporter is down, and I get to draw a card
Those are
for
yours.
succeeding at the approved action.
Whatever you say.
They're chips. You just always keep chips. You don't want to ever run out of chips.
Actually, you refresh at the beginning of each act,
So what
No,
am I
C.
rolling
C.
now?
each scene.
So you're doing
Roll a d20.
yep, you're doing unarmed combat, which should be the bottom section of your top.
And you can't
Area
use
here.
any of those yet. But you once your turn's over, you can flip one over.
So you roll your d20. What's the die say?
18.
So you go down to the chart on the bottom. 18 is going to give you a +5 to it.
Right, so basically I'm at a -1 now then. Because it's a -6. and
So
3.
add that
Yep.
onto
Any
your
bonuses from being down?
That's
It's counted on their
It's-
side.
unarmed combat. Is that what you said?
Yep.
So it's probably at the bottom here.
Uh,
Oh,
Unarmed
It's up there,
combat
too.
would be 10 on the 11 minus the 1 would be 10. So
Okay, 10
That
versus
should
his
be
unarmed, or
good
his
enough.
melee. That is a good success. because he was made very vulnerable,
Woohoo!
as you steal his mask from him, and then it's a simple action to just throw the mask on.
I like all the people you picked.
Yeah, they're kind of
What?
frontierish.
Clear.
They look very French to me.
I'm no longer stymied.
You are indeed no
Like the
longer
hats.
stymied.
And
All right, that leaves Ariel at the tail end of it,
And then you get to put a card from your hand into your pool.
face up in your on the.
So that means you can play it during combat.
Any one of these or
Any of your blue
any one
ones.
of those.
All right, so they're sitting here trying to detain me as I'm going to resist arrest.
And as you do, you face your moment of crisis.
I feel like this was too easy.
The last two adventures, it's real easy.
Yeah.
Because they are two of the most brutal zones.
Have we ever played this one before? I don't remember.
I don't think so. But in
We
Torg,
did.
In original Torg, the Cyberpapacy was kind of a joke. In Torg Eternity, it's not.
I don't remember any of these characters. I remember the last one we played, the China.
Oh, the Pan Pacifica?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, where
Yep.
we all blew up in the end?
And I don't remember how they end. I just remember the vending machines.
Okay.
I remember how they start.
Oh, yeah, because we were the ramen rodent.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
It needs to take these away from me.
Oh, I think he's going to cast a spell. Did you transform?
You told him
You just
to.
told me to.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, did you transform to the Cyberpapacy? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay. So you do have to face off with the law of heretical magic if you are casting a spell.
Yep. All right. So foes, but affects everyone. Okay. So this picks a target and then it happens from there. Okay. So what we will do is
Do it, Nick.
so there's these four here, and then there's a group on the other side. Are they encroaching as well?
No, they are currently fighting with the other folks.
The other folks? Okay, so they're not coming towards us?
Not yet.
All right.
Oh, so they're attacking the crowd.
They're attempting to subdue the crowd.
And each tile is a meter.
Yep, 1 meter.
All right. We're going to need to zoom out a little bit. How large is a large burst or large blast?
You're going to do a large blast.
Well, I need to see how big it is before I decide if I'm actually going to do it and target it.
There's a large blast.
Will that make it? I think it will. Center it on the generic dude with the top hat real quick. I want to see if it cover. Perfect.
What are you casting?
We are going to cast Stun on that guy, which hits a large burst.
Okay.
And any target effective becomes very stymied. Stun only works on living beings, blah, 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 blah. Everyone within the large blast is affected by it. So I need to do spellcaster check first, which is alteration 12. So that's going to be 6. That's going to be a -4 plus my stymied, which is a -2. That's going to be,
We have the possibilities.
yeah. -4 -2. It's -6, 14, 8. I need 12. We'll spend a possibility on it. So 6 plus, a 20. And a 16, so that's going to be 36, 42. So that's going to be a total of plus 12. And then -2 for stymie, so plus 10. So it's going to be a 24, which is going to be an outstanding success for the check for 12.
Okay.
So I'm targeting the spirit of that guy.
All right.
Well, it's willpower or spirit, but willpower gets you an extra
He
bonus
has
to
a
it.
total of 4.
So, yeah, everybody in that area is lose their entire next turn.
Okay. So those 2 are stunned. They do not have stun markers for Torg.
And we're going to put this card into the pool.
So this guy and this guy are going to darken them. So that way I remember. This is 3.
Sorry, collateral damage, but
Yep. And all of those folks are stunned. However, the only ones that really count are the church police. And that ends that round. All right. Round 2, into the fire. Villains go first. Sorry. Heroes go second with a flurry condition.
ooh, do we want that?
Approved actions are intimidate and taunt.
What is flurry mean?
You
Everybody
basically,
takes an action.
and then once everybody's done, everybody gets to go again.
We have a flurry, or they
Yes,
You do.
do? Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
but they get to go first.
Meh.
So there's a little collateral damage.
It's only stunned, so it's not anything bad.
Yeah.
You probably actually saved some of that from getting real damage.
This guy is now stymied as well. Because he no longer has a mask. All right, you want to leave that stand?
Yeah, I'm not going to see the initiative on it.
Okay.
What?
He has a card that allows him to either take the last card or force me to flip a new one for the initiative. All right, so on their turn, 2 of them are standing there stunned. One of them is coughing and sputtering, and he's going to try and hit the witch who he just saw cast a spell.
Yep.
And he misses horrifically. And then the other guy also swings, the one who's currently unaffected. And let's see, so that's going to be a -1. An 8. Does an 8 hit you?
Is it melee or unarmed?
-2, sorry, 7. Melee.
Melee
But
is
if you don't have a melee weapon, you use unarmed.
okay. So then it would be 9 then, because I don't have a melee weapon.
All right. So he misses you. And you guys hear lots of stuff going on. Now that you're in the tumble with them, you guys can see that all of them have pistols holstered on their hips. All right.
So you know what that means?
Kill him quick.
Who wishes to go first?
What are the approved actions?
Approved actions are intimidate and taunt.
I say Ben should go last on the first round because he's got the guy
Right, 'cause I've
vulnerable.
got the condition on him.
So you are still stymied. You are still stymied. You are still stymied. There we go.
Oh, Ben is not, right? 'Cause-
Ben is not. No, Ben is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Joe is
Joe is not.
I took the mask off the guy he down. I would say try and get the mask off the two guys that are stunned when they're stunned. And that'll make them.
I mean, does stun weaken their defenses? Or...
They have no defenses.
Oh, okay.
When they're stunned,
They can't do anything.
they can't do anything.
So real easy.
I say, yeah, if you're saying grab the mask off them now, then they'll be hindered next round. And we won't be hindered for the second round of attacks. People that have the masks.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go first,
Okay.
and I will take the mask off the one that's to the north corner,
All right.
and then put it on.
Northwest?
Oh yeah, northwest.
Because he's dead, right?
No, he's stunned.
They're stunned.
stunned.
They'll be back in
Oh.
action next turn, but
Oh, we didn't stun those other two?
No, because I would have to drop it on myself.
I understand. I was just confused for a moment.
All right. So you spend your first action, grabbing and throwing one on.
Yep.
Who wants to go next?
Okay. I want to do a couple things.
All right.
Let me know if I'm allowed to do this.
You're on a multi-action?
Multi-action.
Yes, but I don't know that I'm allowed to do this.
How many steps are you going to take?
I want to step over one step,
Which way?
west.
So step into this guy.
That's not me.
No, she's H.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
No, that
that
is
is
you.
me. I'm sorry.
You want to go around to the guy who's still got his mask on. Is that what you're saying?
I was thinking I was H, but that's not me.
You are M.
That's Ben. Okay, can I go around to the guy with the mask on
Yep.
still?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to take his mask and put it on me,
Okay.
and then I want to hit the guy with the hammer.
All right. So the hammer strike
So we have
is going to be movement is not an action. So you grabbed, that would be one action. The hammer strike would be your second, so you're at a -2. Go ahead and make your melee weapons attack.
But I'm only at a -2 because I have the mask on now.
Right.
I got a 10.
Total of 10 is enough to hit the defenseless guy. What is your damage? Strength +1?
10?
10. Their toughness is 12. So that's going to be -2 result points. So he is going to take a shock.
Oh, I wasn't attacking him. I was attacking the other guy.
Oh,
That guy?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
that's still a hit because he's very vulnerable. However, that's going to be a better hit because he's at -4 to his melee weapons. So he is the one with the shield. So he's got an additional +2.
I want the shield.
So that's 7. Yep, that's still a hit. Still 1 shock point.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
I'll turn and hit the guy that's still standing since I'm.
This guy here?
Yep, to the north. I'm in.
Or this guy? Because both of them are still
The one
standing.
that has his mask still to the north.
Okay. You trying to grab the mask or are you just trying to hit him?
I'll try and take his mask.
All right. Unarmed combat. It's a called shot, so your total is going to be -6 off of your value.
Yeah, but you got your mask, so it's -4, not 6, I think.
I have a mask.
That's
on.
right. You have a
Yep.
mask on. There's only one of you that doesn't.
That's a 4.
So that's going to be a total of -6, -4, -10.
You play your adrenaline card.
Yeah, well, no, you know what? It's not going to do much anyway, because it'll run through what?
You can always spend a possibility.
So
Which-
possibilities let you roll again. If you get below a 10, it automatically jumps to a 10.
And you add it to your
and you
current
add it
die
to
roll.
your current die roll.
So essentially, you get a positive outcome.
So you go to grab the guy's mask, and for a moment you feel like you're going to fail. And then you see all of the possibilities of what could happen. And you think for a moment, and you see one possibility where you could succeed. Go ahead and roll again.
So you got a 4 plus.
Counts as a 10.
Oh, so that makes it to a 14 at least.
So that gives you a +1.
Possibility at a time.
Yes.
You can still use your card.
Yeah, you can use your adrenaline.
So what are you at? And you can ask him what number you are.
Yeah,
trying
your
to
target number is 9.
He's not allowed to keep those as a secret.
Well,
Well,
in most cases, you are correct.
there are a couple creatures that specifically state you keep them a secret.
If the target's a 9, I'm at 11.
You succeeded.
Before your -3 or after?
Well, it would have been 14.
Which
Yep,
is
+1.
+1 onto your
Unarmed combat.
Unarmed Combat's 11.
So 12.
So it's a
12,
12.
so you're at a 9.
-3 is a 9.
You succeed.
That would be a success.
Because the success goes, or tie goes
Which
to the attacker,
I
right?
Let me double check, because I'm not sure if that has to be a good success at least, which is beating the target number by 5. Nope, it just requires a simple success. So you wrench his
Nick's
gas
your
mask
favorite
off,
person. We'll see him.
and you have an extra gas mask in your hand.
Where's
East to the south.
Harlan going at?
And you
wanna
should be
step
taking
and use
care
a
of
simple action
Harlequin.
to.
I was going to, if I can hand it to him.
All right, so step moving is not an action; it's separate from your actions, and you simple action to just hand it to him
All right.
or her. Nobody's really sure. All right, so that was your first round.
How do we
Nope.
not know?
Sorry,
He's still got to go.
Because
Harlequin.
I'm wearing another mask, of course. So I will put my mask on over my second mask.
simple action.
Okay, the -4 on this guy goes away.
Well, it goes away at the end of your action.
At
Oh,
the
it
end of your
does.
action.
Okay.
So you just don't technically get the benefit from it,
Okay.
which makes people who just sit there and chain CC people a viable option.
What?
Chain CC just basically, oh, you're vulnerable? Well, I'm going to keep making you vulnerable.
All right.
Interaction attacks like taunt, intimidate, maneuver, they are and trick are all very important in Torg because they can completely change the swing of combat. Unlike other games where,
I feel like I taunt less in Torg than I do in Deadlands.
you do taunt a lot in Deadlands.
I'm very good at it in Deadlands.
Well, I think I'm going to
Actually,
swip around to the two guys that are not acting this round.
Okay, zoom back in here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you know what Harlequin's like? Juggling clubs. So I'm going to yoink their electromaces.
All right, so
I'm
that's
sorry,
a
that figure's
multi-action.
definitely a female.
So it's going to be a -2 because it's 2 actions. So go ahead and make your unarmed combat roll.
Ah, sorry, I thought they had no defense.
They have no defense, but you still have to succeed.
Ah, so I need a 10.
Actually, in this case, it's a 5.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Still grab the lid part.
Okay, unarmed combat's total of 11, and my die roll is...
A simple success will net you 1. Actually, no, simple success will net you 2 because you're doing it as a multi-action.
Okay, so with the multi-action -2 and -4 for my lousy die roll, that goes from 11 to 5. So it's the simple success.
Simple success. You've got 2 clubs,
Ta-da!
and they are both lit up. All right. Second round of actions. Who wishes to go
And that guy is no
first?
longer very
This
vulnerable.
guy is no longer very vulnerable.
I liked what Harlequin did with the stealing of the. My guy is not a very
Right?
bright individual. Much more just a. Oh, that looks like a good idea. That looks like a good idea. So I'm gonna try and take this guy in front of me's.
All right. His melee weapons is 9.
Okay.
You're going to try to take the shield too?
He does have the shield, so it's actually 11.
Oh, you guys get to put cards in your pools too.
All right.
Yeah, put cards in your pools.
That is true.
What? Still the same improved actions, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna play my drama card,
Okay.
so I get to roll again, right?
Yep.
Drama's
It
like
counts
a
as
possibility, but I can use a
You
possibility.
can use a possibility on top.
Each time you do an action.
Yeah, you don't have to succeed. You just do an action.
And you can freely trade those between people.
What
too,
am I looking
card
for?
card.
What's that?
What am I looking for?
Target number is 11.
I got an 11.
All right. So you managed to snake past his shield without touching it because it's lit up too, and yank the club out of his hand, and you now have an electrical club.
Can I write that down?
Yes. It is a riot stick. Damage is strength plus 3.
Hold on.
You guys do realize that they're going to pull their pistols once we have all
Okay.
the electrical weapons.
If we take those first.
Does non-lethal damage. And it has the painful trait as well. Meaning it does an extra point of shock damage every time you hit something.
What's the axiom?
Right now, 26. Anytime you have it charged up, it's axiom 26.
And when it's not charged up, it's like, what, 12?
Like 5.
5? Because it's club.
Mhm. A club is a club is a club. All right, so you yank it out of his hand, and who's going next?
Let's see. Did
Possibly
everyone
both their
go?
pistols.
No, I was the only one
You
who
can go
went.
for their pistols.
I mean, the
We're
stun
on the
guys.
second turn
We're on the second turn.
Oh, okay.
because we have the up condition.
No, flurry.
Flurry. Sorry.
I know.
Can I maneuver close enough to the two stun guys to get their pistols?
Yeah. So you want to move around? What's your speed? Your movement should be at the top.
11.
Oh, you're going to try to
Okay.
get. You want me to move so you can get in there and get both of them?
That'll work.
All right. I am going to attempt.
Don't say that word. You are going to.
Well, because I'm going to have to try to push through because I can go one way and only have to go past one person, or I can go the other way and have to go past 2 people.
You will succeed.
No attacks of opportunity.
Well, can't they stop my movement?
Mhm.
No? Well, if that's the case, then we're going to start getting the heck out of Dodge. We're going to...
Storm Knights don't run away.
this one does.
When they want her, yeah, you might want to.
So,
Heading towards the entrance there.
will running give me a penalty if I do an action afterwards?
Yes.
Okay. Because we are...
And the penalty is until the end of your next action.
Where to go?
Got an hour left.
Okay, so we just have to continue next week.
Yeah, we aren't going to be able to finish this.
So we are going to... well, actually, cast then move. It's still going to be a -2, though, right? Because multi-actioning.
Moving is not counted as an
Okay, so I can do it at full and then run, and then get the run penalty.
Yeah, get the run penalty on your next action.
All right, so we are going to cast a spell. We're going to cast Pathfinder. which is a divination of 12 is the target number for it. Or no, I have to have divination 12. It's target number 10. Okay, that's pretty easy. But we are. Oh, we can kind of see through this, though, right?
With the masks on, yes.
Okay. We're going to actually cast Pathfinder and see if we could get the known direction of rain.
Okay.
And depending on the success, I will tell you how. If it's good, it's 500. Or sorry, standard success is 50 meters. Good is 500. Outstanding is a kilometer. All right, so that's 16. So that's going to be 3 plus my divination 17. Target number 10. So that's going to be a good success, right?
Mm-hmm. Rain is not within 500 meters.
All right, and then we are going to get the hell out of Dodge and run 24 out the front gates.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you are running out the gates, a kind of crazed-looking guy steps out, and it takes you half a moment to realize it's that priest, the Doomsayer, that was wandering through town. He's like, "This way, quickly!"
Now I'm going to follow him
All right.
and tell everybody else, it's like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, that leaves
2 of us.
the 2 of you. Who wishes to go first?
Well, I just saw her run the hell out of here, but I'm not going to leave everybody else here. So I'm going to take my original plan. I'm going to go up and try and join 2 weapons.
All right, that'll be a multi-action.
I do have whirlwind. Does that take effect?
If you were, actually,
Because it's a melee attack.
because it's a melee attack, so you get to ignore the
-2.
-2.
I like that.
James, catch. Think you can catch it? That's yours.
Yeah,
What was your die roll?
4.
4.
Oh, -6. Yeah. Well, what's your unarmed combat total?
Hmm?
What's your unarmed combat total? Because you only need a 5 total. Because they're stunned.
So if you have 11 or better.
I have 11.
All right.
You'll get it, and you won't have to spend your possibility.
There you go.
Yep, keep your possibility.
We now have pistols.
All right. From there, it goes to. Oh, sorry. So you reach out, you grab both of the pistols in their holsters, and you yank hard. And a moment after you have them in your hands, you're beep, 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 beep. And there's a red light flashing on the side of it. Unauthorized
Signature
user.
guns. I don't care, though. I don't want them to have them. I don't care if I can't use them. I just don't want them to have them.
They might explode.
Well, no. They probably won't explode, but they're signature weapons. That means basically they're key to the individuals. So,
You think that.
All right. One thing you do
Flashlight.
notice as you're looking at the flashing lights is a logo emblazoned on the side of each gun, and it just says GWI.
George Wallace Institute. George Washington Institute.
No.
Gregory Wayne Ichabod.
No.
No.
Do you like
All
the
right.
name Ichabod?
Harlequin,
All right.
those 2 have been disarmed.
All right. Well, if they're disarmed, I will.
and you've seen the one lady book out of here already.
Well, I'm waiting for. I'm not gonna bolt quite yet, seeing as Darcy's slightly less uncool than I thought. Mom is still fighting a bunch of RoboCops. So.
Mom's got a bit of a history, so
Yeah, I think I will go around to the one guy up there who's still active without the shield
Okay.
and try a.
Oops.
Probably should have stabbed those two with stun batons and knocked them out for next round.
Well, that's fair, yeah.
'Cause that would
Should have thought of that
because
earlier.
that would have knocked those two out of commission the next round.
All right. And I will just do a butt up, boot to the rear.
To those two
No.
or to this guy?
To the guy who is not stunned.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your melee weapons roll.
All right. 13 is a +1, which brings it to a 14. What am I going for?
This guy's target number is 9.
Okay, so it's a good success, 1 bonus die.
Okay.
All right. So that strength +3 is 11, +3 is 14.
14 versus his toughness of 12. That's going to be 2 result points, which is 2 shock. However, because it's painful, it goes up to 3.
Indeed it does. Do we have any idea how many shock these guys have got?
7.
Okay.
All right. That takes us into the next round. Ariel is out of the fight.
Yep.
Heroes go first, villains go second, but the villains get a flurry.
Oh.
Approved actions are taunt and trick.
We're going to seize and go back to what we were.
All right.
Way to go.
Well,
Villains go
technically, can I,
first.
since I'm not in combat anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Villains go first, heroes go second with a flurry. Approved actions are intimidate and taunt.
Now you
So-
use an action to subdue them and an action to get the fuck out.
These guys are no longer stunned. They are still stymied because of the gas. As they're coming out of it, they don't see the witch anywhere. They don't know where she went. They've both been disarmed twice. The north one is going to try and grab his gun back. Ooh, natty 20, total of 21 on the die roll. That's +8, which is 17. +8. He does not have unarmed combat. So 16 on the unarmed combat versus your unarmed defense.
Where's unarmed defense?
Top
Right,
right.
but where my picture is, where your words are. It's the third one down.
11.
All right, so that's a good success. He yanks the pistol back from you, and as he does, it speaks up saying, "Authorized user detected."
So, cut off his hand. Good.
The other guy attempts to grab his pistol from you and fails miserably. The one with the shield is going to attempt to shield bash you because you still have a gun.
Nobody likes me.
You've got a gun.
What? Let's see. This is melee weapons, so an 8 versus your unarmed.
Unarmed is 11.
All right, so that's going to be a miss. And the last guy really did not like catching one of their own riot sticks. So he turns and tries to yank it out of your hands, Harley. Straight up 8. What is your unarmed defense or your melee defense?
Melee defense is a 13.
All right, so he is not able to get his stick back. That takes us to your guys' first round of turns. Which of the three of you wishes to go first?
I will.
All right, what you gonna do?
No, with the axiom of 26, I don't remember what that does or means.
That is the tech level.
But
So the only time you'll cause your reality is still core Earth, correct? Your cosm.
How do I know? Oh yeah, core Earth. There it is.
Okay, so if you roll a 1, you'll disconnect from your reality.
Oh, it's the only time.
Yep.
Okay.
And a 1 is the only die roll that you cannot use a possibility on unless you have a special ability that allows you to do it.
Okay. I want to, with the riot stick, hit the two guys in front of me.
All right.
So
So
that's -2.
Are you doing like a sweep to try and smack them both?
Yes.
Yep, that'll be a -2. One guy, the first. Who are you swinging at first? Shield guy or non-shield guy?
We'll do shield guy.
All right.
I was
His
going
target number is 11, 9 for the
Okay. Well, I just rolled 42,
32.
so that's a +12 onto my melee weapon.
Melee weapons.
10, so 22.
Yep,
A
and
lot
that's
of
versus
natural
both of
20s.
them.
If you roll a 10 or a 20
So-
on the die, you roll again and add.
22
Oh,
is
-2 is 20.
Uh,
10, you roll again.
yep, 10s and 20s. You roll again and add. It's an exploding die roll system. All right, that is an outstanding success against the unshielded one. However, it's only a good success against the shielded one. So roll 1d6 against the shielded guy. Or one infinity die.
3.
So what's 3 plus your hammer or your club damage?
15.
15. That's going to be 3 result points, which is
9 + 6, right? 15.
Yep. That's going to be.
I don't
3
do the
more
-2
shot.
on that, right?
No, you do not take the penalty on the damage.
And then he gets a
And
bonus
2
shot.
bonus die. Yeah, I already added it in. 2 bonus die against. Ooh,
5.
an exploder.
Yeah, that's 10, 19, 22.
And what happened there?
So when you roll a 6 on a d6, when you roll your bonus, you pick it up, it counts as 5, and you roll again.
Movie mechanics. All right, so what's your total?
22.
So what you're telling
22
me,
on the
bunch of guys
damage?
Sitting around
Yes.
drunk and stoned when they came up.
All right, so that is
Watching
10
like Kung Fu Hustle or
over.
something.
Most likely.
Big Trouble in Little China.
So there's
Another good order.
Any Bollywood. Any Bollywood movie.
That's 9. All right.
Blazing Saddles. I saw this meme the other day. It was like, so they're taking all the racial slurs and anything politically incorrect out of Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles. It will air from 8 to 8:07.
Right?
He has
Pretty
9.
This guy passes out as you just
Okay, I was
clubbed
going to say, I
him
thought you said they had like.
right upside the head. Yeah, I'm going to move him to the top.
Oh.
He just drops to the ground as you hit the first guy, and it kind of deflects high and goes right into the side of this guy's head. And he does the kicking chicken dance for a moment before he just drops to the ground, and you still see the electricity kind of arcing over him.
You hit him right under the face mask where the mouth is.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. All right. what
I
are
was
you gonna-
apologizing to him, not you. Like, I feel like my character is really not a mean guy.
He's thinking he's going, yo, Andrew.
All right. Do you want to move? Or are you going to stay there until your second action?
I'm staying.
All right. Who wishes to go next? I believe, no, all 3 of you have acted, haven't you?
No,
Have I?
Who hasn't?
no, I don't think anyone has.
Cheryl
I
went
was the
first.
first.
Cheryl went first. So which of you 2 wish to go next?
This is the bad thing.
You saw your train operator friend just completely brain one guy.
All right.
Well, since I realized my weapons don't work, I'm following Ariel.
All right. So you're going to run. 2, 3,
TTG, people.
6, 7,
Time to go.
and you also see that priest. Ariel is standing relatively close, and he's like, "This way, come on!" And he's standing like in an alleyway. Motion for you guys to come down it.
All right.
All right, that leaves Harlequin.
Indeed. Yeah. But don't dash.
I'm also going to toss the other weapon.
The gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
just in case it's got tracking on it. I don't want that on me.
All right. A 2 is
You've never played Deadlands, have
a
you?
stinko roll.
That you're
Minus 8
Here?
on
Not here.
13.
I did those James before.
Probably.
Bell book. Probably a bell book.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Throw
black
this
hat
drama
weapons.
card.
Black hat weapons.
2 plus 15 is 17. 4.
I like it. My wife liked it too.
Okay. Total of
Black
17 to hit.
That is a good success.
I don't trust that.
You're hitting the guy you've already
Those
stunned,
don't try
right?
to me.
Yep, indeed.
These things are just scared enough where I think they might attract.
Total of 1 on the stinking die. Alright, so that is total of 12 damage.
12. He's going to take 3 shock. So, like that one. And he passes out.
Oh. Nice.
No, 3 shock. That puts him at 6. Sorry.
How many do they have?
7. This around. I will be glad when tokens are in and I can just add these conditions to their sheet.
Okay, and then I will follow that up with ye old running away.
Run away, little girl! Run away! 1, 2. What's your speed?
That's my favorite.
6,
My
7.
speed is 10.
Yep,
DBM.
that gets you
Oh,
safely
it is.
off the map. Ooh, pardon me. And second action for
Train operator.
Merviel.
Monet. Miss
Monet.
Monsieur.
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 I don't have a mushy enough mouth for French.
Monsieur.
You need to get drunk.
Monet.
That's how they made
Big
up their language.
mustache.
Too much wine.
People frown highly upon
Just
me
see all your
drinking.
friends leave.
Yeah, you can't drink right now.
No. I want the shield.
You gonna try and take it?
You can multi-action it.
Well, she can try
Well,
and grab
yeah,
it.
take it,
Running away isn't an action.
You can do it, Cheryl.
Yes.
The shield's like
I believe in you. You will get it and run away.
Yes.
Okay. Make an unarmed attack.
It's worth it. It's 23. Plus 8.
25.
Oh.
It was a 9 and a 6.
Oh.
It's 15.
What?
Wait, 9 and 6 is 15, not 25.
No. She rolled a 9.
Not a 6.
Ah.
I was so confused there for a second. I'm like,
Okay.
14 and 9 is 25.
Okay.
I understand, though. I was
That was with you, by the way. Just so
Okay.
you know, that's what I thought I heard too.
my
So,
unarmed
plus 8.
combat is 9, so that is 17.
17 is enough to yank it out of his hands. And then running away.
That was impressive.
As you grab it,
Unauthorized user.
it does say unauthorized user, and the electricity cackling down it shuts off.
That's okay. I'm taking it anyway.
And as you follow them out, you see that guy.
Do we have a picture of that guy?
I actually do not, but I will show you his, because he didn't have to rush in to rescue you guys.
And,
He didn't have to?
He did not have to rush in and rescue you guys.
That's because we're awesome? I feel like we need a group name now.
The Renegades.
No.
They super special awesome guys?
Yes. Because you said lay.
Lay Renegades.
See, had you said that first. Oh, he's like creepy. We're trusting. He kind of looks homeless and.
Well, he kind of has been homeless.
He's radical.
Sorry to all our homeless
Okay,
Viewers.
here.
Yes.
Did not mean to offend.
On this
Well, the
guy.
libraries
Does he
are
look
closed, so they're
trustworthy?
probably not watching us on
Libraries are open.
He looks more trustworthy than
Not at the moment.
Not at the
Church.
moment they are.
the.
We don't
Cyber-
stream live anymore, though.
Okay.
No, we do record
Okay.
because it ends up turning out much better.
He can edit it.
He doesn't edit.
I typically throw the intro screen on and then mash it together and then send it on its way.
The whole world is-
Unless something horrible goes wrong, like some severely bad speeches or arguments, but I can always pause it as well.
Like every time Cheryl accuses him of cheating, he can pause it.
Every time I speak, you just see
no one will
him.
be able to get to watch the video then.
All right. As you're running up towards this guy, Mendel,
Monet.
he looks at you with a fearful look and he says, drop the Tower of Babel. They can trace it.
Can I throw it like a frisbee?
Yeah.
Captain America style.
Yeah.
I don't, it's probably a tower shield, but it's not gonna.
It's called a Tower of Babel, but it's about the size of like a
It's in the riot shield.
It could be a riot shield. Yeah, it's gonna be rectangular.
Yeah,
It's
about-
not gonna be circular.
riot shield.
I can still throw it like a frisbee.
You can grab
Don't
both
tell me what
corners
I
and
can
just.
do.
I'm not telling you what you can
You
and
so
can't do.
are trying to tell me what I can and
I'm just
cannot
telling you what
do.
the shield looks like. I'm not telling you what you can and cannot do with it.
You assume because it's not round like a frisbee, it can't be thrown like
I
a
did not
frisbee.
say that. I just said it's probably a tower-shaped shield. I didn't say anything else beyond that. Quit putting words in my mouth and assuming things. Wait for that.
All right.
You apologize to all the wives at home now.
No, I shouldn't be the one to apologize. Joe's the one who said it.
And yet no one disagreed with me when I did say it.
All right.
I
So,
don't know
end
your
of
wife.
scene as you guys disappear into Orange with the crazy prophet dude.
Woohoo, crazy prophet dude.
So, recover your cards. You can, at this time, if you so
Go back up to
choose,
4.
Yep. Go back to 4. Discard any that you don't want and refill. And refill your possibility pool.
4 plus purple in your hand. If you have more than that, discard them.
These are what I was. These are the played or laid down.
So you just pick them back
You
up.
pick them back up.
Okay.
If you don't like what any of them say, you can discard and pick up new.
Refill your hand to full.
I got Flurry.
Nice. I got an opponent fails. One of my favorite cards besides Glory.
I have mistaken identity, and I don't know if I like it or not.
What's it do?
Play to be mistaken for someone else when it is advantageous for you.
I will
Someone
trade you for that one.
working with your foes, a trusted celebrity, an expected courier, etc. Alternatively, gain 2 possibilities, but you are mistaken for someone that puts you in an immediate disadvantage. A wanted criminal, a hated rival, and so on.
Yeah, you can have that one. That's a good one for you to have.
No, I feel like someone else should have this to give me their possibilities.
But you have 4.
I do have 4.
Everybody else only has 3.
Okay.
Oh. I thought you meant 4 cards.
No.
Hang on to it for now.
Yeah, we can trade later.
We can trade later. We can trade in the middle of combat if needed. I mean,
Well,
I kind of like
it'll
this.
be in a social session. We'll have to do it
The mistaken identity. Yeah.
because we get to combat. It's probably gonna be too late.
All right.
That was crazy priest take us.
Crazy looking priest. He's wearing simple robes and sandals, kind of tattered. And he leads you several streets away and down into a dark alley. The one thing that does stand out about him is you remember him being blind, but now he has a metal visor across his eyes. Yes.
So I couldn't take the electric shield, but he doesn't mind me taking the electric sword, the riot stick.
The right stick, it doesn't have a tracking item.
Why does the stupid shield? It's like the same thing.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, they're like a set. Electric shield,
No.
electric sword, go together. That way you can bang them.
he will tell you the riot stick is not connected to the god myth, but the shield is.
Why did they do that?
It's that to keep the weapons and armor from falling into the hands of the heretics.
You and her?
Well, you're all heretics now.
I'll be looking at these 6 trying to figure out where the off button is.
Let me explain. It's actually pretty easy. It's just a little stud on the side of it.
It's not like the baby toys. That it's
I
impossible
don't
for me to
remember my
switch.
original name, but I go by Anonine now.
Can you spell your name, please?
Your.
IHATEYOU.
ANONYME.
I'm just gonna call him creepy dude.
ANONYME.
Yes.
Okay, does that mean something clever in French? Or?
Looks like it's short for anonymous name.
That's I was like, kind of looks
Let me
like
see.
anonymous.
It does. It is a true word.
I'm gonna say it means old blind guy.
I'm gonna think it's
It
French.
does indeed mean anonymous.
I know my French.
What's the name then?
I am from a realm known as Magna Verita. It's the birthplace of the Cyberpapacy. Yes?
A realm.
Yes. Another reality.
He escaped.
We're in a different reality.
Yes.
You are now, yes.
Why? How?
Well, give me a moment.
Let me go through my whole speech, and then you can ask questions.
I was
Q&A
once a
after.
proclaimer. One of the chosen by the Cyberpope to travel ahead of the crusade. I thought I was spreading the good word once. However, over my life, the crusade changed, and now I believe the Cyberpope, Jean Malraux, has fallen to corruption and spreads destruction rather than salvation. And the more time I spent here on your world, the more I felt that your world is closer to God than my own.
Just how long have you been here?
Weeks. Yes?
Jean who?
Malraux.
Can you spell Jean Malraux?
Jean.
Forgot it's French.
We. And then Malraux.
NX?
UX. AUX.
Jean Malraux.
Malraux.
Gene Melrose.
Jean Malraux.
You are what the Cyberpope would call stormers, but other worlds have taken to calling your type storm knights, folks who are able to weather the changes in reality. That's why I showed up at the rally, was to find others like you. Normally,
There's more than 4.
no. Being chosen by the storm normally is very rare. I've never seen so many of your kind appear at once, much less all together.
Love has done it to us.
I understand that you are probably looking for people who are missing, yes?
Mm-hmm.
They're likely at the central hospital being processed for upgrades. Now,
Adrian is perfect the way he is.
if they've already been upgraded, it could be physically dangerous to take them outside of the Cyberpapacy's influence.
No one would ever want to upgrade Adrian.
Those at the hospital are being baptized in metal. The weakest organs are being replaced, and within the reality of the church, this prolongs life and allows for beneficial enhancements.
I will kill the doctor. Better, my child.
outside the church's borders, such advanced machinery fails. If you wish to flee from here, you must get to them before they are converted. The hospital is going to be a dangerous place, but I do have some things that will help you. Yes.
How long does conversion take?
Minutes.
And are they doing this to everyone?
Everybody who goes to the hospital, yes.
Why did they have us all come to the park then?
To let us voluntarily go before they started, rioting us to force us.
Okay, so you can go to this hospital, check where is
The witch knows of which she speaks. Now, I have a couple of weapons that are less than official from the church. They've been hacked, so that way they don't show up on the GodNet. And he reaches into his robe and pulls out a dagger. And he holds it up, and he pushes a stud on it that's very similar to the one on the riot sticks you all hold, and it just cackles with electricity. This is a power dagger. He shuts it off, and then he reaches into a pocket and pulls out a pistol that looks very familiar. The same type as what the church police had.
Is it gold-plated?
No, it's not gold.
Okay.
Nor were theirs.
Okay. So they're okay.
That's a missile weapon, right?
Player knowledge.
Fire combat.
Not character
Oh,
knowledge.
fire combat? Okay. Not that it really matters. But...
This is a God meter, made by God's Word Industries.
WI.
Yep.
I was close.
The Mach
You had
2s are
industries,
nice.
right?
Normally, the unmodified version will switch ammo on verbal command, but unfortunately the hacked versions don't do that.
So they
So-
only shoot...
Standard ammunition. Which of you wish to take these?
We just have 2 weapons?
Unfortunately, that's all I could liberate. And
I'm
hack.
already armed.
I will take the knife.
Okay. Power dagger. When it's switched off, it does strength +1. When you activate it, it is strength +2 and painful. Who
So-
wishes to take the God meter?
Who's got the better fire combat?
No points in fire combat.
Oh, what's your total value?
10.
12.
Yeah, you guys are both better off with it than me.
Alright.
You're magic, so...
Yep.
I'm getting the pistol since he's got the
Are you able to
gloves.
cast, like, as much as
All
you
right.
want?
It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
a God meter because it sends you to meet your God.
Do you have any decent fighting skills?
Nope.
Axiom or tech
I'm
is 26.
basically
Oh, is that the same for mine?
Okay.
Yeah, 26.
when it's turned on.
Do you have points
When
in
it's turned on.
melee weapons?
What's the next column?
Damage,
15,
ammo,
25,
range,
10, 25, and 40.
notes.
No notes on this one.
Well, hacked.
You don't have to note that it's hacked.
Are we still outside the area right now? Or we go somewhere?
You are outside the area. You're not outside the park. He took you several streets over down an alleyway.
I'm assuming it's been several minutes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
He says, "You must move quickly. Head to this hospital. Find your friends inside. If they're not there, they may have already been taken to the train yard for transportation to Avignon."
Well, stuffing people in trains, that's never a good sign.
And gassing the entire courtyard is.
Well, the two of them in combination are a triply bad sign. So.
Okay, so Anonymous
That's
is
the guy
a
who
good
gassed
blind
the
guy.
people in that club.
Yep.
An old blind guy. Jean Malraux
Malraux?
is bad. We need to go to the hospital to get A before the upgrade. Train yard, if not there.
I guess we're going to the hospital then.
Are there any cars around?
You're close enough to the hospital that
It's France.
it's a quick walk.
Yep.
But I can drive in this character.
Well, you get to drive a train later.
I don't know that I can
Quite
drive a train.
Train is a land vehicle.
Hey, aren't you a train conductor?
Oh, I am a train conductor. Well, I'm the assistant.
You still have to know how to operate.
I'm the backup operator, so that means I kind of slept through training.
You're going to learn today.
The hard way.
All right.
Okay, maybe I'm confused.
Train spotter?
He doesn't have another job for us other than just to find our friends.
Find your friends and get out.
That seems a little like
He's trying to protect us from conversion. Because he's seen the flaws in their societal beliefs. And that maybe, imperfections are the way. Not everybody needs to be perfect.
Adrian is perfect already, so no one would do anything to change him. I still I feel like every other campaign is like, you need to go save the
I mean,
innocent people, and
we could save innocent people too by,
Yeah, but this,
bombing the hospital.
this is more like a War of the Worlds moment type thing than it is. It's like real people trying to deal with the situation. So pretty much we're grabbing guns and shit and heading for the hills if that happened right now.
Yeah, remember the Russian one, Cheryl, that we played?
is that the one we had to go through the tunnel?
Nope.
No. It
That
was
was
one where
the
we had right away on the tank.
Oh.
And then we nuked the piss out of the place.
Do you know?
You didn't nuke it.
Well, it got nuked.
It got nuked. Yeah, I do remember now that you say that. So I could play the same campaign over and over and over again and not be able to ever be like, what's it called?
Remember anything?
It's not the word I'm looking for.
It'll always be fresh and new to you.
Yeah, I won't be able to
Metagame.
metagame. There we go.
Your favorite word.
It is my favorite word, and I can't believe I forgot it. I'm gonna say it's baby brain.
That's a thing.
It is.
All right. As you guys approach the hospital, you're coming up from.
Is that a tank? Can I drive the tank?
That is indeed a tank.
Cyber tank.
Vehicle.
It is hovering.
So it's a hover vehicle.
And there is one of the church policemen is standing up in the turret. There are several church policemen near the doors.
Should have grabbed some material.
Like from the air?
Here, Cheryl. I'd very much like that card.
As you approach, and
Pick one.
the church police kind of look at you guys and then look past.
Ooh, that was
There are
close.
other people making their way to the hospital. There is a holographic banner projecting from the front of the building announcing, "Please pardon the mess. We are
I'll
upgrading."
take opponent fails.
And
Unless
as
you
you
need that one,
look,
and then I'll give it to you.
perched up on top of the hospital, peering down at the street and the parking lot, you see what you can only describe as a gargoyle. But it's not like any gargoyle that you know.
Is it blue?
Does it move?
It is mechanical. It appears to be pure machine. And it's sitting up above, about 3 stories up, above the main front entrance to the hospital.
It's not good.
What do you guys want to do?
Go home.
Find a back way in because I don't want to just risk any metal detectors or anything. That we're fucking with.
Yeah. Seems like a decent plan. You're pretty sneaky, right? On account of your mysterious past.
Well, there is an employee door right here. You guys know that the ER has and you believe that there is another set of entrances up to the north, like in the courtyard inside the building. Like, you know how like a lot of hospitals have
Atriums.
not really an atrium, but like you can. Kettering Hospital is a perfect example. Instead of going in the front, you can go around the back and go in to like the direct entrance to oncology. So you do know that it's got something like that on the other side of the hospital.
I thought we were going to the main entrance and see if we could find the less conspicuous way to go
I'm going to go in the employee entrance.
The employee entrance is right next to you. Odds are that it's going to be locked, though.
Yeah.
in. Electronic lock or?
You going to go over and take a look?
Yeah, we'll walk over that way.
You guys going to be sneaky about it?
I'm gonna sneak.
You guys.
I mean, I'm going to walk like I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sneaking by not sneaking.
I got a
Like, I
16
know
to
I'm
be
doing
stealthy.
what I'm supposed to be there.
Okay. That would actually be a valid use of the stealth skill. If you would like to make a stealth roll. Trying to appear that you belong.
Yep. And that's what? Dexterity?
Yep. Defaults to Dex.
Did you hear my number?
What was it?
16.
Okay.
$18.
18, 16. Target number is 10 that you're looking for.
Perfect. 11. It's been a possibility to get there, but
Alright.
Automatic make it use possibility.
Yep, I'm gonna have to throw one on mine because my dice
well,
hate
not
me.
necessarily because my dex is only 8.
You don't have to roll again at least. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's an automatic. You can get a 10.
Indeed.
What'd you get?
More than 11.
More than 11? Okay. All right. So the Cygoyle, or Cybergoyle, for lack of a better word, doesn't even twitch and look in your direction, nor do the church police. You're standing there at the door. It is not an electronic. It is a key entry.
Who's the lockpicker?
Every turn like that,
Me!
get
What's your lockpicking?
10.
10? And we got better than a 10?
14.
Alright, I'll be lookout.
Can I help?
Yeah.
And
You'll give him a +1 bonus.
as he's going
Do I
You
need
don't
to
have make
roll?
a roll.
You don't have to make a roll. And as he's going to do that, I'll crack my fingers as I'm miming to cast Enhance on him to give his dexterity a bonus.
And I'm like,
So, target number
Hold off on that
is...
for just a second, Joe. Don't give a total yet, because he's
Yep.
going to try and change the total.
What's your dexterity?
my dexterity. 11.
Okay, so my target number is 11. Oh, look, a 20. So that's 35 plus or 35 there. So that's plus 10 to my alteration. That's 24. That's going to be outstanding success. So you get a +3.
And how long does it last?
3 rounds.
Alright, you take a +1 from me as well because I've got lockpicker.
So they're aiding you. You've got
Total +5.
total of +5.
Yeah, I'm still going to spend a 0 on 3s.
All right, go ahead.
Well, what's his target number he's going for?
Target number is 16.
Even though because 3 is, it's a -6. So, if I roll 3, then I add your guys' stuff onto it.
Well,
You don't add it to
no.
the die roll.
Okay, yeah.
So you got -6. So
Yeah.
you're at a net -1 to your lockpicking. So put you at 13. You need to go what? 16.
16.
So you'll need to
It's the
spend.
border.
No way, because I roll a 3 and it's -6. That puts me down to 8 on my lockpick.
and then +5 from us bonus.
So it's 13.
And then we can use the supporter, so you don't have to use possibility. It gives you
Yeah.
+3.
14.
That puts you on 16 immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
The supporter card bumps you to 16. It takes you a moment. However, you do successfully pick the lock.
Hey, Rusty.
Amen.
Yeah. Easier when the lock's well oiled.
Yeah, people probably were coming this way that often. They're probably coming out this way more often.
All right. The door swings open. So it opens out. Give it a moment for the...
We all start wearing our masks, or we take them off.
I would assume we took them off once we got
Probably a good idea to take them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't otherwise look like a RoboCop. So.
And you guys make your way into the hospital. There are several people. I didn't put all the people on. There are quite a few people wandering the halls. And the one thing you notice is rather than your typical hospital workers, all the medical personnel appear to be nuns. And rather than like a black habit, all their habits are a deep blue.
Is this something normal or no?
This is not normal.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. Maybe hospitals normally run by blue nuns.
Oh, from the Blue Nun group.
From the Blue Nun group, yes.
Yeah, they play some good music, I hear.
All right.
Only when Whoopi Goldberg sings with them.
Oh yeah, Sister Act. Gotcha. Nice.
So you've got the hallway here.
Do we really
Um,
hear gunshots in the background?
What's that?
You have gunshots?
No, that was him clicking.
There
Play.
shouldn't be any gunshots. I don't have any sounds playing.
No, that was him clicking his mouse.
Okay, I swear I heard gunshots on the...
No, that's rotating characters and moving characters.
Okay. Boy.
So those of you who live in Orange know that there are some rooms to your right. There's some rooms here along the left wall. If you go to the right, it leads back out to the atrium entrance, which is the main entrance to the hospital. And pretty much, you're not sure where they would be doing the surgeries.
Oh, you might know.
Let's not do that in the open, though. Let's go find a room to do that.
I mean, there's nobody behind us. Is
You
there
said
any?
there's other people milling about here.
There
so-
are lots of people in the halls. You could attempt to do it stealthily
No,
as a multi-action.
that's not a great idea.
I'll tug on one of the nun's sleeves and ask her where the bathroom is.
Yes, child. If you go down to the end of the hallway here, and she points out this end, and turn to the right, there'll be a ways down on your left.
Thanks. And I'll hurry off.
The rest of you going to follow?
Yeah,
You think she told you the truth?
at a pace.
All right. And you guys get up to here. This. You do see that. Those of you that have been here before. What's going on there? Oh, that's the edge of that view. Okay. That metal door in front of you. You guys don't remember there being metal doors in this hallway. You don't remember metal doors pretty much anywhere except for exterior. And
Yeah,
it
they're all
appears to have a
wooden
very
doors.
solid lock on it. Electronic.
I was going to say, electronic lock. Okay, let's continue to the bathroom.
No.
Continue heading towards the bathroom. As you guys head up this way, the room to the right, as soon as it catches up, is a waiting room. There isn't anybody in the waiting room currently.
Poke my head in. Are there any like security cameras, anything like that?
Make a find total.
4.
You don't see any security cameras.
Well, let me find them. Nope, I don't see any.
Alright. Since we're all doing a check, and if there aren't any cameras, by now they're going, what is he looking in the room for?
So you step into the waiting room.
Oh. Is there a fish tank or anything?
No.
Okay.
We'll move it to 6. 7.
So you're checking for security camera, Cheryl?
Yes.
Since none of us can seem to find them.
What am I looking at? Find?
Yep.
12?
You see one camera. However, the light on it is red.
Red means recording.
Does it?
Or night vision.
Or it just means it's all. Let's keep going to the bathroom.
Yep.
But, you guys, I still see other rooms, so let's keep on going. We'll come back here afterwards. In case there's like lights and shit there too.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys continue moving north. To the end. And up ahead, apparently I forgot to put doors on them, but that's okay. There is a bathroom right up here. And as you guys step in,
Is it unisex or?
it is unisex.
Europe's that way.
Okay.
It freaked me out the first time I was there. It's in Italy going to a restroom. I was looking for a restroom. I go walking in the door, and the woman comes walking out. I'm like, oh, sorry. She's like, hang on. I go in there. There's all these sinks, and there's nothing but stalls with ceiling to floor doors. I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Yep. Actual water closets.
Yep.
Well, your spot has to
There are a
be
few
dead.
people in here, but you're pretty sure you can get a little privacy in
One of the stalls.
one of the stalls.
All right. I'll take the farthest from the main door unoccupied stall.
All right. Go in. You're going to cast your spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. You know, act like I'm going to the bathroom, stuff like that, and then we're gonna do cast Pathfinder.
Freshening up.
Turn number 10, divination. That's an 8. Total of 12 to cast it. This takes a whole 50 meters to find Rain.
Rain is actually here.
All right.
She is within 50 meters of you to the southeast.
So the direction we came from.
If you had to guess, probably through one of those
Metal doors.
metal doors.
How accurate does that?
Exactly.
So, like,
since direction and distance. Look, yep,
Around 20 meters.
around 20 meters. All right. I'll keep concentrating on it as we, finish our business in here and, go out to leave.
everyone wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds.
All right.
Get between the
And
fingers.
as you
Make sure
guys
you wash
come
your wrists.
down- This door, right there in front of Ariel, is in between you and Rain.
Is it locked?
It is indeed locked.
Is it trapped?
You gonna search it to see if it's trapped?
I don't know. Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah.
I would like to, unless somebody else is more roguey than me. What? Find?
Fine, yes.
10.
10? You don't believe it's trapped.
How'd I know you were going to say that? Well, lockpicker who needed all the assistance possible for the other lock.
Haven't had to do that for a long time.
It
Gonna give
was
it a shot?
rusty.
The lock will pick it up, I mean.
I mean, you've
can-
done electronic locks before.
You can bash buttons.
We'll give it a try here. Looking down the hall and make sure no one's coming. Make sure. Actually, I'm gonna look around, make sure there's no cameras in the hallway.
There are, but you could probably position you can easily position yourself to where
We can kind of like,
Block it.
yeah.
Let's do it. If we're kind of conspicuous around one door, it might work. So it's one kind of get between us.
What you looking for, Ben? Left of this stove. Welcome. I mean, you can search through all my kitchen cabinets. but
Sorry?
19.
19.
I figured it'd be easier just to tell you.
That's good because this was an 18.
I rolled an 8.
As you disable the lock and the door swings in, you guys look down the hall, a short hall, and there you see Rain on the table, as yet untouched. There's one church policeman right here, as well as 2 attendants. This one appears to be working at a computer bay, and there's machinery coming down from the ceiling with lots of knives and little saws and things like that. And as the church policeman looks up, an alarm klaxon sounds.
It was trapped, huh?
Well, it was opened without the proper access through the godnet.
I didn't see you checking it for traps.
You said you didn't think there was anything there.
As
That's what you're
the
doing.
klaxon starts going off, a humorless voice booms from the speakers throughout the hospital. An admonition is now in effect. All faithful shall remain still and silent. For the sake of your body and your eternal soul, comply. I repeat, this is a church admonition. Remain motionless and silent. And all the noise in the church, except for the klaxon,
In the hospital?
stop, or in the hospital, stops. As you guys quickly glance from side to side, you see all the people in sight drop to their knees, bow their heads, and assume a prayer
Does that
position.
include the cop and the 2 people in the building room?
It does not. Just the
Of course
people in the
not.
hallways. And that is where we'll pick up next week.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I hope everybody enjoys watching us play Torg. If you're interested in the game, go check out Ulysses Spiel's website, which should be in the credits, and I will also post it in the link at the bottom. So everybody have a great night, and look for the next episode next week. Have a good one, folks.
Do we get different Cosm cards, or
Yes.
we keep our Destiny cards, though, don't we?
You keep your Destiny cards.
Which is which?
Yeah.
Dang, I should have played
Because we're still in the same scene.
my mandatory upgrade on that slicer.
All right. Have a
Where
good
are
night,
the
folks.
Cosm?